here with Mr. Malloy Chandler. He's going to tell us a little bit about his place and how he's developed it over the period of time.
Okay, this farm's been in the family since 1935. My daddy and granddaddy bought it then. My daddy died 20 years ago. My mother died about 10 years ago. I only have one brother. He and I divided the place. I got 600 acres. He got 650 acres, but I got the house. And I started, actually, before my mother died, I started about 20 years ago, planting trees and shrubs that made fruit and nuts for deer and turkeys. When I started, there were no wildlife experts. Today, every person's a wildlife expert. When I started planting trees and shrubs, there was no references to tell you what to plant. So I shotgunned it. I have hand planted over 200,000 trees and shrubs for deer on this piece of property in the last 20 years.
What all types of trees and shrubs?
Trees, I've got live oaks, I've got laurel oaks, I've got sawtooth oaks, I've got shoemart oaks, I've got nuttall oaks, I've got swamp chestnut oaks, I've got white oaks, I've got some hybrid Chapman oaks, and I've got some hybrid cross between a white oak and a live oak. Bushes and shrubs, I got an awful lot of autumn olives, American bittersweet.
Tell me about autumn olives and what they...
Autumn olive is a bush that grows about 10 foot high. It's a lot like privet, but it makes a red berry. The bush limbs kind of droop. It makes a red berry. Start getting ripe and red in September. When they start getting ripe, every turkey within 3 miles of this place will be inside this fence eating those berries, because they are literally there by the hundreds and hundreds of pounds. That gets the turkeys here, and they stay here through the winter time because I got a lot of hardwood mass that keeps them here. In the spring, they're going to scatter back out where they got nesting cover. And I've tried to build this place with nesting cover by staging the clear cuts and the tree growth. You got to have a great deer hunting, turkey hunting place. You got to have nest cover, you got to have fawning cover, and you got to have brood cover for your turkeys. The way you do that is by staging your clear cut and your replant. You need a new growth replant, 2, 3, 4 years old, all the time in different locations, because that then becomes your secret hole. That becomes your fawning place where your turkeys nest. And I've got 2 or 3 of those scattered all over the property by clear cut a piece of property next to some bigger trees, so it grows up and begins to be cover. As it canopies out, I'll clear cut another one so that it can start creating cover again. The secret is cover.
And I noticed every green field we saw today had fruit trees or oaks or some type of shrubs around it, or a combination.
I've tried to do that to provide some natural feed, as well as the planted food plot, primarily from a bow hunting standpoint, because we usually plant around the middle of September. Sometimes it's late as middle of October, depending on the moisture cut level. And usually by then, there's no green patches to hunt with a bow. You got a bow hunt out of a ladder stand. If I've got a patch of 3 acres of pear trees and they're all dropping pears, you know, I put a ladder stand up there and I got the greatest honey hole in the world. Same way with apples when they start dropping. We've got, I believe, 15 deer houses on the property, 70 ladder stands on the property. There are 5 ponds on the property that provide water for deer. In addition, there are 3 man-dug holes for reservoirs for deer to get water.